Eva was only 22 years old when the police grabbed her at the airport. She was smiling before, dragging her small box, wearing her tight red gown. Her wig was long and her makeup was so loud. Then a policewoman shouted from behind, "Madam, stop there. Open your bag." Eva froze. She laughed small. "Officer, what's the problem? I'm just traveling." But they didn't even listen to her. When they eventually opened her bag, what was inside was bundles and bundles and bundles of money. New notes, old notes, different banks. And by the time they counted the money, it was 15 million naira. The officer screamed, "Hey, where did you get this money?" Eva replied casually, "It's for my business." But the police didn't believe her. They had to drag her to the police station. When they got there, the police noticed that Eva was pregnant. They then asked her, "Who is the father of the pregnancy? Who owns the child? Can you call him to come here?" But Eva couldn't give the policewoman any concrete answer, so they took her phone. To their surprise, they called 8 men. Few minutes later, 8 men came to the police station. Angry 8 men, each of them shouting, "She's carrying my baby. She told me I'm the father. She said she needed money so fast for tests." The police turned towards her. "Madam, which one is the real father now?" Eva looked at the floor. Her voice was small like a mosquito. I don't know." "So, you mean you scammed 8 men and you are pregnant for someone you don't know? What sort of joke is this one? So since you don't know who the father of the child is, what do you plan to do with this child that you're carrying?" Eva looked up. Nothing, no. I will give birth to it. Nothing." "Then after you give birth to it, who will take care of it since the child doesn't have a father?" "I will give it up for adoption since I don't know who the father is." The policewoman, almost everybody in that police station was shocked. Jesus. Eva didn't even care. As she was talking, she was just talking casually. She didn't shake. She just sat there like stone. She never did, as if she regretted any of her actions. 4 days later, Eva got bail. Her auntie paid. Her friends begged, and police had to release her. They thought that staying in that police station for at least 4 days would change her life. But no. Eva walked out of that station and hissed, "Nonsense. I just need to be smarter next time." She thanked her auntie and also gifted her money. She also thanked her friend Kemi. But Kemi was not happy. "Eva, please stop this life. You are pregnant. Think about your future." Eva started laughing like someone who didn't fear anything. "Future? What future are you talking about? Now money I want though. This baby you are seeing here, it is just a business." "Ah, Eva, fear God though." "Kemi, please leave matter. This baby will fetch me plenty money. People are looking for children everywhere and you are asking me to keep this one. I beg, leave me alone. This is my business." But Kemi was really sad. "Eva, you know you are playing with fire, eh? And the next time they catch you, please delete my number from your phone. Don't call me because I will not come to your rescue. Ever since I've been talking to you as a friend, you don't want to listen. I don't know why I'm still friends with you then. Please delete my number." Kemi angrily left her there. As Eva got home, she sat down on her bed, rubbing her tummy. She felt nothing. The only thing on her head is when she would give birth to that baby and sell it. After all, it is a business project. The next morning, Eva made up her mind that it was time for her to find men to pay. Since the 15 million naira she collected, the police took it, and also she had to share some with her auntie. She left. She changed her plan. She needed men she can manipulate. She was actually pregnant, but because of her body stature, you won't know she was pregnant. Eva first of all targeted a married pastor. That Sunday, she wore a beautiful gown. She attended the program. She cried during the worship, And after the church program ended, Eva approached the pastor. Daddy, please pray for me. Your prayers, it will enter heaven fast more than my own. The pastor was so happy. I saw you during worship. You were crying. Don't worry, my daughter. God will do it for you. Eva then requested they go inside his office to do the prayer, which the pastor agreed. When they went inside, Eva was able to find a way to seduce the man, and they did the do. 1 month later, Eva called the pastor and she was crying. Daddy, there's something bad happening. I think I'm pregnant and it's your child. The pastor shouted on the phone, God forbid. What are you saying? It's just once now. I know, but it's just once that pregnancy used to enter. Daddy, please don't shout. Just help me with at least 600,000. Let me go and take care of it and I will not disturb you. I don't want people to hear. You know you are a pastor. You cannot destroy all the reputations that you have built. Fear entered the pastor's body and told her to hold on. In 24 hours, he would make the payment. And to Eva's surprise, the man sent the money in 24 hours. That was how Eva caught him off. That same week, she went to that church and slept with the pastor. Eva targeted another man, a widower. He lost his wife last year. He was still crying every day. Eva pretended to be a housekeeper and entered the man's house. It didn't even take up to 1 week. Eva entered the house. She laid with the man. And afterwards, Eva disappeared. That same month, 1 month later, he called the widower and told him about the pregnancy. The man wanted her to keep the pregnancy, so he was pampering her, sending her lots of money. But all of a sudden, Eva disappeared and the man did not hear from her ever again. The next target on Eva's list was a young soldier. Being a very flirty human being, that one was so easy to penetrate. After everything, Eva called him and told him that she's carrying a soldier's child. And if he doesn't send money so that she would get rid of the pregnancy, she will go straight to their commander and go and report him. The young soldier panicked. He doesn't want to lose his job or be dismissed from the army. He decided to place Eva on a 6-month salary. In that way, he can be able to pay her off gradually. And it worked perfectly. With all the money Eva was getting, still, she did not stop all her bad ways. She then targeted a rich politician. She used to be a pimp and she went back and they pimped her to one rich politician. After Eva went and do with the man, few weeks later, Eva started sending him fake videos, fake pregnancy updates, and fake stomach belts to make her belly look very big. She told the politician that he should be sending money. If not, he would wake up the next day and his pictures and the video of the two of them would be everywhere. She told the politician that she doesn't have shame because her parents are long dead. But he has a lot to lose. He has a lot. He has a family. He has a very political career. He should think well. The politician, in order to avoid any scandal on his name, decided to send Eva a whopping 10 million naira to disappear. She collected the money and eventually disappeared. But before Eva became a scammer, before the lies, before the fake tears, and before the 8 men, she was just a small girl with a soft heart. Her real mother died when she was just 5 years old, and her own father abandoned her, ran away that same week. So, her auntie, her mother's sister, had no choice than to take her in. That auntie, she wasn't a mother, she was a storm. Auntie shouted every day. She beat Eva for small things. If food was salty, slap. If Eva washed plates late, slap. If Eva cried, double slap. The woman's voice was like thunder, and her eyes were always angry. You can never see her smiling. It got to Eva one fateful day, and she was forced to ask her auntie, "Auntie, don't be angry. I want to ask you something. Why don't you love me?" Her auntie laughed. Cold, hard laugh. "Love. Love Oko. Love me. You are not my child. I didn't beg for you. Because if I did, I would have preferred you. But you being in my life cost me a lot of things. Please do the work and shut up your mouth. Except you want extra work for you." Eva slept on the floor, with thin clothes and also sometimes on empty stomach. No one ever hugged her. No one ever told her, "I love you and you are doing good." No one ever told her that she mattered. Love skipped her childhood. It was only beating, maltreatment. That was the only thing that ever experienced in her life. When Eva eventually turned 17, her aunt threw her out. Just like that, the aunt stood at the door and pointed outside. "Leave my house. I am tired of feeding you. Go and find your own life. See other children in the streets. See other girls, they are hustling, bringing in money for their parents. For someone that have trained you up to this age, I think it's time for you to go out there, make money and bring to me." Eva cried. She knelt down. She begged, "Auntie, please, where will I go? I don't have anybody outside. If I go, I will enter streets. And next thing, I will turn to what I don't want to turn to." But Eva's auntie did not care. "Turn to whatever you want to talk to. It's not my business. All I want you to do is to start making money. Enter that street and be street smart. Make money and bring to your auntie. That is all. I've tried though. For how many years now I've been taking care of you? There is no reward in pain. So please, go and experience it a little bit. I am not the one that killed your mother, the only person that will take care of you wholeheartedly. You should go and blame your father for running away and leaving you behind. The last time I checked, your father is living perfectly well with another woman. And he has plenty of children now. So go and look for him. Please, don't come back to this house." Eva begged and begged and begged. But her auntie did not want to listen. It is not her business. She wanted her to carry her bag and go. And Eva eventually walked into the night with one small bag and a slippers that is almost broken into half. No home, no family, and no friend. She slept on the bus stop. She really suffered in the streets. She even slept inside uncompleted building. Not until Eva met a handsome young man. Tayo, tall, sweet mouth and sweet voice. He smiled at her. "Fine girl, what are you doing in this uncompleted building alone?" Eva wanted to lie, but she was tired of lying. She just told him everything. Her auntie, the beating, the streets, how everything in her life have turned upside down. Tayo touched her gently. "Chai, I feel for you. People are really suffering. Don't worry, I will take care of you." Those words entered her heart like a warm water. Tayo bought her food, bought her clothes, even let her sleep inside his small room. Eva thought, oh, she had found love, and she never knew that good people still exist on this planet Earth. But she didn't know that Tayo was a teacher, not a school teacher. He taught fraud, not the hacking fraud or internet fraud, emotional fraud, the type that uses people's heart like ATM machine. One night, he sat her down and started talking to her. "You have stayed with me for over 2 months now, and you can see the way I am living. I am not a rich person, no. See where I'm staying, just one room. So for you to continue staying here and for me to continue feeding you, we have to do something about it. Eva, look at you. You are beautiful to be suffering. See, men will pay for your tears if you know how to use them." Eva looked at him confused. "But I don't want to hurt people, though." Tayo smiled. "My baby, sometimes you must hurt people before you can heal. Nobody will help you so use what you have to survive. Those words were poison, sweet poison. He then started teaching Eva how to talk, how to cry, and how to pretend, how to make a man feel guilty. Her first scam was small, just 20,000 naira from a boy she met at the park. She cried fake cry, said she needed money for medicine, and the boy paid. Eva felt power for the first time. So, this is how money comes, so easily. She smiled, and from that day, her heart changed. She did it again, and again, and it kept on working. Each lie made her very cold. Each scam made her very sharp, street smart. And Tayo, that one, he couldn't stop clapping for her, encouraging her to do the bad things she was doing. That's my girl. If you keep on like this, you will be very rich. Soon enough, Eva thought that she doesn't need him anymore. She outgrew the teacher. Her lies became sweeter than his own. Then, she had enough money and decided to leave him, rent an apartment, and move in. She entered the world alone, with a strong face, with an empty heart, ready to scam anyone. But the day Eva eventually gave birth to that child that she was carrying, the nurses that assisted in helping her gave her her son, but Eva refused to carry him or even look at him. Please, take him away. The nurses were confused. But why, madam? Children slow women down. I don't need him. You know the right thing to do. Call couples that need the child. Let them come and take him, and they should give me my money. That night, a secret couple came from Abuja. A man and a woman who dressed like money, and they were smelling like money. But they looked so desperate. They had been looking for a child, and that was the perfect opportunity. When they arrived, Eva told them to pay her and take the child, and they gave her a very fat, heavy envelope full of money. They now took the boy away. Eva counted the cash. Business is business. So life moved on. Eva kept on scamming men. She kept on lying. She kept on smiling with painted lips and empty hearts. But something strange started happening to her. The older she grew, the emptier her life became. No stable relationship. Men would come into her life and they would leave after few months. Most of them told her that she was too cold and she was too sharp. Some told her that her eyes is too dangerous and no one could be able to stay with her. And in those years, Eva had no real job. She jumped from one place to another. Salon today, boutique tomorrow, restaurant the next month. But she never stayed long. She couldn't. Her lies chased her everywhere. All the friends she had, they left her and cut her off. People got tired of her sad stories, tired of her fake tears, and tired of her drama. Soon, Eva had nobody. She was lonely at 35. Her phone stopped ringing. Her room was now very quiet and her heart was empty. That was when her senses started to come back. She started thinking about the babies she sold, the ones she never wanted, the men she lied to, her lifestyle in total. She was just sitting down there, confused, tears streaming down her eyes as she was just thinking about her life. At 35, no man, no stable job. In as much as the money she has been scamming people, she still have it. But still, Eva felt so empty. She wanted a child of her own. She was now ready at 35 to become a mother, that she would get pregnant, give birth to that one, and make him or her the purpose of her living. But this time around, she tried different men, but she wasn't getting pregnant. She then had to go to the hospital to go and ask the doctor what happened. The doctor said they would run some tests, which they eventually did. Afterwards, the doctor's report came back. Eva, I am so sorry, but from our test results and scan, your womb is damaged. There is no way you can conceive again. Eva blinked. Damaged? How? Well, I don't know, ma. Maybe from your past abortions, or maybe infections you did not treat, or maybe too much stress. But the problem is that right now, your body needs rest. You cannot fix what happened. You can adopt a child, or you can do surrogate, find someone to carry your child for you. But I'm sorry, you cannot be able to carry any child any longer. Eva felt her heart break in slow motion, piece by piece, like glass falling on stone. Doctor, check again, please. Please, this cannot be true. Eva began to cry, real tears this time around, not those fake ones she used to cry to scam people. But the only thing the doctor could do was to put hand on her shoulder and assure her that all will be well. If you have any child at all, maybe you can still manage him or her. But right now, your chances of getting pregnant is 10% out of 100. I am sorry. It was then Eva noticed that, I've really messed up. I shouldn't have sold the last baby. I should have kept him to myself. What sort of stupid am I? What have I done to myself? She started feeling regret, deep, sharp, painful regret. God, will you forgive me for all I've did? I threw my own blood away. Now, I'm looking for that same blood so that I could live. What sort of wickedness is this? What have you done to yourself, this foolish girl? She cried and cried and cried, but tears could not bring back all the ways she has messed up her life. And just like that, Eva turned 40 years old. No cake, no friends, no phone call, no happy birthday, just silence. She sat on the bed, looking at herself in the mirror. Her eyes were tired, her skin were now dull. For the first time in many years, she felt empty, real empty, like someone removed her heart and left dust inside. It was then Eva decided that the last child she gave out for adoption, that she wants the child back, even if it means giving those people back their money. She started searching. She called the old nurses, called hospital, traveled to Abuja. She asked people around the estate, but no one could provide any tangible answer. All of them vanished. No address, no phone number, no family, and no neighbor. It was like they disappeared into the thin air. Eva tried all she could, but there is nothing that could be done. She cried almost every day, asking God to help her find her child. Just one more chance. She then became religious all of a sudden. She now goes to church almost every Sunday and prays almost every night, asking God to forgive her. God, forgive me. I know I was wicked though. I know I broke lives. I know I used people. But please, let me see my child before I die. Let me just see him, please. But in all she did, it was fruitless because she couldn't trace the child. Then, 6 months later, Eva sat in her small living room. She was pressing her phone when she heard someone knock. And she asked the person to come in. A young boy walked in and asked her, "Are you Eva?" Eva's heart jumped. "Yes. And who are you?" "I guess I'm your son." "You? Who are you?" "I said I should be your son if truly your name is Eva." "My name is Andre. I am 15 years old. I came all the way from Abuja. I've been looking for you. I was adopted." Eva couldn't believe her eyes. "You're my son? God, thank you for answering my prayers. You found me." But the young man was not there to exchange pleasantries. "Well, I didn't come here to come and hug you. I didn't come here to come and show you love. I only came here to ask you just one question. Why did you sell me? I need you to tell me the truth. Why I wasn't good enough for you to sell me. Eva wanted to talk, but no words came out of her mouth. She was just speechless. She stood there crying. Then the young man continued. The people who adopted me, they were nice at first, but immediately the woman took in after me. They started treating me like a dog. I had to run away from that house last year. I searched for you. I wanted answers. If you don't give them, I will burn this your whole house down to the ground. It was then Eva decided to explain herself. My son, please, let me explain. I made mistakes. I was scared. I made terrible mistakes. I had a terrible childhood while growing up. I'm sorry that you have to go through all of this, all because of my stupidity. But I promise you, now that you found me, you will never lack. This is the pin to all the bank accounts. This is the pin to my phone, to my bank accounts. Use the money there. Take good care of yourself. In case of anything. In case of anything. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Are you sick? Or are you dying? I am not sick. And I'm not dying. I am just telling you, in case of tomorrow. I want to tell you this, so that you know that I trust you with all my heart. I don't even need to do any DNA. You look just exactly like me. Please, forgive your mother. I made poor choices, all because of my childhood trauma. I am so sorry. Before Eva could continue talking again, she couldn't. She was holding her chest. It was as if her chest was hanging. She kept on holding it, and the young man came to help her. She fell on the floor, and that was the end. When the young man rushed her to the hospital, she was confirmed dead on arrival. And that was how Eva died. A deceitful life would always produce a painful old age. No matter the consequences of the life we are living, if you're living a good life, it will determine how your old age would be. If you're living a very terrible life, your old age you would determine from then. Growing up in a toxic environment doesn't give you the liberty to do bad things. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you do, tell me in the comment section and tell me what you think about it. Do not forget to tell us where you are watching us from. Kindly share the story to your loved ones and your friends. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. And don't forget to click that subscribe button. I will see you on the next one. God bless you.